People put out this have your own money advice like it's some kind of new trending thing or a buzzword. I think it's redundant advice because please tell me, how have you been going on in life without your own money? Like, there is no relationship in this world that can ever survive without money, whether it's you having your own money or the other person having their own money. So that have your own money advice, let me just explain to you why it's not a new advice. It's not something that someone should tell you that, oh, because you're married now or you're dating, you should have your own money. In life in general, you should have your own money in any relationship at all, because money can be a tool that can be used to control. So when I have my friends, when I'm with my friends, I always like to have my own money. All my friends, they have their own money. It makes the relationship smoother when everyone has their own money. And also when you're at an interview or applying for a job, if you're broke, you always have the lower hand and you take anything you get. But people who have their own money, when they go for job interviews, like I can negotiate my salary. Like I actually had a course on salary negotiation, and one of the things I taught is that always have money, because when you have money you can negotiate your salary better. Some people go in there like, give me anything you have. But if you have money, you're like, I'm not losing anything. Either way, I'm not losing anything from this meeting. I like to have a little extra money. I like to have a good job. But you're not thinking, give me anything you have. They call their money first, and you allow them to call the money first, because the first to call money is usually the one that loses in negotiation. So you allow them to call their money first. They're not calling money. You have a lot of shakara to make, and then if you use your skills, you just make them say something, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm willing to take so and so. Some people are afraid to negotiate salary. Why? Because they're afraid that, if my money is too big, now the money I call is too big, maybe they will not call me for this job, and I need money to eat. So when you don't have money, you're exposed. You're exposed. So having your own money in relationship is not because you are now going to be doing 50-50. I will never support 50-50. It's not because you want to be doing 50-50, because money gives you a springboard. Money gives you a cushion. Money gives you safety net. Money gives you security. When a guy knows that you have money, you can discuss more as people who have opinions to share together, not as equals. I mean, I don't believe also that there is equality of partnership when you're marrying someone. You can discuss more like two adults than when you have no money and you say yes sir, yes sir. All his jokes are funny, everything he says is yes sir, yes sir. You can't even break up with him because you don't have money to rent a place of your own. So the reason why you have your own money is because it gives you security, it gives you confidence. Money gives confidence. Money gives confidence. That's why some people, when they just have money, they just have this look, you get, and then you'll be like, look at him, he's now arrogant. It's probably not arrogant, it's probably just very confident. When I started having money, that's when I knew that I could walk. So you can actually walk around with bathroom slippers. I would walk around with bathroom slippers. I would wear anything I like. I would repeat clothes. Why? Because I know what I have. You can't take it away from me. I have that confidence now that whatever happens here, money stops nonsense. Do you understand? So that's the thing. You see someone that is walking with confidence. What does that money does I don't have? But money gives you that confidence, the real confidence, where you're like, it gives you a kind of security. So it's not something that you should just hear because you're in a relationship, have your own money. Or no, I will still tell you, date a man with money. Don't date a broke person. Don't date a man with potential. You know, date. Because do you know that you can be dating a man with potential that is still struggling to earn your respect. So if I say don't date a man with potential, let me take that back a bit. Let me step back a bit and say don't date a man with potential that makes himself a victim or wants to make himself your project. Because there are so many people with potentials that are struggling and are still helping. I'm still a girl with potential, but when I was like in a rut, I didn't have at all. I was still being there for people. I was still being there for my friends. I didn't have excuses. I didn't make excuses. I was still showing up and showing out for people. So don't let anybody tell you that because they're struggling, they have potential, then they can't be providers to you, and they can't pour love into you, or they can't earn your respect. Don't betray your respect about, seriously. Back to what I was saying, John, my sister, before I drift away again, like I always do. Please and please, having your own money advice is redundant. In your whole life, always have your own money. When you go out and hang out with your friends, are you happy to be that person that is waiting for somebody to pay? When you hang out with your friends. Like me, sometimes I like waiting for my friends to pay sha. Because we just have that friendship, because we have that friendship where we know that if you pay for this thing today, tomorrow I can pay for another thing, tomorrow we can do something else, tomorrow I can show up in some other way. So that's when I hang out with my friends. I like to pay. So that's when I hang out with my friends. I like to just chill, like Onyeka will pay for this one. So if Onyeka is watching, or the kind of thing, like, yeah, let me go, I'll just enter the car. Like when he comes to my house and I can just enter his car, bro, let's go to so and so, because I know he's going to pay, but he's not paying because she's helping me. He's paying because it's now just a gesture. It's just like a friendly gesture. You understand? Let's go to Eric Gazer. Let's go to 4 Points. It's just a gesture. It's not like she's helping me. I don't feel like now I owe her loyalty because she does this for me. But a lot of you in your relationships and in your friendships, that's how you are. Some of you are even with friends that you don't like, you don't like anything about them. But let's talk about friendship later. They're not, if we dissect and analyze and separate your association with that person, because I call it association. If we dissect association with that person, we'll see that that person is not even your friend. If I tick all the boxes for friendship, that person won't even answer, but you're just still hanging around that person because you don't have money, you are broke. She's helping me. I don't like her character, I don't like her to talk to me in public, but she's helping me, she's my friend. So the have your own money advice is kind of redundant. You don't need to be told. Have your own money, but still be with a man that likes to spend on you, that is generous. If that's the kind of thing, like if you like to do 50-50, I have money, I have to, I like your masculine energy, do your masculinity, that's your business. But I'm just telling you, having your own money is it just gives some kind of confidence and security. Doesn't mean you have to now be using it to spend on him. It just gives you confidence and security in that relationship, knowing that you're both going to mutually respect each other, not because of what this person is giving me, not because if I leave I would die, but because I have my own money and I know that we can relate as adults without thinking that we owe each other anything. And when you have money, actually your opinions are more honest. That's what I think. Like when you have your own money, your opinions are more honest. You're not thinking of what you're going to lose, and then you now keep quiet or you start kowtowing, like just doing anything the person says. When you have your own money, your opinions are more honest in friendships, in any association at all, in family, in dating, in marriage. When you have your own money, your opinions are more honest. That's what I'm just going to say. Like, your opinions are more honest. And that's why I feel that a lot of people don't have very solid friendships. And that's because they're out there to get something. They're just with you to get something. They're in that marriage or relationship because they're the all in all. You're the only source and provider. If you don't provide, nothing else is going to happen. So they stay there, he beats them, he disrespects them. You have a friend, she's not nice to you, he's not nice to you, but he helps me pay my children's school fees. So when he says something you don't like, he does something you don't like, you can't have an honest opinion, because you don't want to bite the finger that feeds you. So just having your own money is redundant advice. It's not something that you should be learning on Instagram. Something that your parents should have told you since. I'm sorry, a lot of things I see on social media that I see in comments, everybody's like, yeah, word. I'm like, which one is word? Are you just waking up? How have you been surviving this life? So you've been following people since, leeching up on people since. You've just been there following parasiting. You've not been thinking of having your own money. You've just been there following. That's why you don't have an honest opinion, because that's why a lot of people are insincere, because they're just out there to get stuff. And if I say the truth, or if I'm honest about this relationship or this friendship, then I'm going to lose benefits. I've spoken a lot today. I've been creating content. I'm so proud of myself. Like, every time I'm like, when will I get up now and wear makeup and do this? When will I get up now? Oh, I hate makeup. Oh, I cannot do this. Oh, I want to use a filter. I want to see what happens when I do this. Yeah.